Hi, I'm Laura. This is my channel, Perfect Pastimes, and we're in my happy place. Welcome. This is my project room, and it's my favorite room in the house. It's nothing like the rest of the home, but it's just an eclectic mishmash of things that bring me joy. I am just on the heels of coming back from a little trip away with my husband. We went to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico with friends. And yes, it was a golf trip, which was so much fun and the weather was great. But I'm telling you that because before I left, I was really kind of just into finishing things. I wasn't into starting new things. So when I came back, it was like, oh, I didn't cut out a new quilt project. I haven't cut out a new garment project. What am I going to play with? Well, I do have my ongoing scrap quilt project, which is great because I got to make some more blocks for that. And that got me, going with my sewing. Next thing I knew, I dived into some, fun small projects and went on a little frenzy. I will share with you what I'm wearing, what I've been sewing, what I just cast on, and I am going to, from now on, I think I'm going to feature one little spot in my project room because there's so many things in here that have a little backstory. And instead of walking around the whole room and giving you a tour, I thought maybe I would just do it that way. So stick with me at the end. I'll give you a little featured spot, and I also have a hack. It is the first week of March, and I have the March pillow project to show you. So cute. Are you ready? Overload cuteness. This is the March pillow project. It is, what do we call this? It's called Shamrock Hearts. Yeah, Shamrock Hearts. And I will share that I did the quilting myself. I'll zoom in a little bit. You'll see that I was able to do some edge-to-edge quilting with my machine, and I did a nice tight meander. I put, what did I do? I put, oh yeah, I put a little blanket applique stitch around each shamrock, and I echoed it. So much fun. And I think I've shared this with you before, but it's Riley Blake, and it's a monthly subscription box. Love, 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 love that project. Super fun. What I'm wearing today, oh my gosh, it's a little warm out today, and I have been known to burst into flames at any moment. So, yeah, need to cool down. I needed something light and very airy today. So I threw on this blouse, and this is the Clara blouse. It's a pattern by Sew Over It that I really like. It's a simple tunic top. I'll show you. It's got it's got a nice hem on it, but I really like this split. The back, it does have a center seam down the back, and the back is just a tad bit longer than the front, and it has a row of these little pleats around the neck. It's a super easy, beginner-friendly pattern. There's Lisa on the cover modeling it and showing you some line designs. Yes, the pattern is for long sleeves, but I decided to do short sleeves in this fabric. It's a nice light cotton lawn fabric. I purchased it in the UK. I like this fabric so much I bought it in 2 colorways. Recommend that pattern. It's nice, really nice. Let's see what's up next. What I'm sewing. Oh yes. Okay. Got a little bit to share with you. The reason why I got into these fun little small projects is because next week I'm off again, and it's a girls' trip going away with my girlfriends. We are headed to Arizona. And yes, it's a golf trip, but this is a special little annual trip. It's called the Desert Classic. And I'm telling you about it because my girlfriends and I decided we want to bring little friendship gifts to the other gals that we're paired with each day. So I decided to whip out some little travel tissue pouches. I think these things are damn cute. I'll show you. Look, is that cute? Oh, now it's on a little swivel hook with a crab claw on there. And it's got a coordinating fabric on the inside. I did use a nice stabilizer so that it's got some structure to it. But these can easily, I'll show you I kind of paired them up here. These can easily be clipped onto a golf bag, a backpack, or a tote bag or something like that. Yeah, I thought they would be fun gifts. Of course, I'll put the tissues in, and I use coordinating fabric for each of the insides as well. The linings turned out super cute, I think. Look at this is the pattern piece. Oh, I mean, great stash buster, or scrap buster, I should say. I got this pattern from Pin Cut Sew. She does a great job with her patterns, doesn't she? She has great, easy to follow instructions and beautiful photographs. Those came together quick. So I got going on those. And then the next thing I know, I'm down this rabbit hole, and I moved on to drawstring bags. I decided to make some drawstring bags because, yes, this trip I'm going on, it has a theme for each day, and we've coordinated our outfits. And of course, we have to decorate our golf carts. And so when you do that, you need little command hooks or little bungee cords, or you need, double stick tape, or maybe twinkly lights, and those take a few AA batteries. So I thought if I make a little couple of little bags, we can put that stuff in there, and it's easy to carry, and whip out and decorate our cart. Well, I started with this one, and sort of cute, right? The only problem is I think this one's too small, to be honest with you. It does have a little pocket on the inside, but I do think, I do think this one would be great for, oh, there's my little label here, stitched by Laura. Then I moved up to this one, and it has a boxed bottom there on it. I did put interfacing on the bottom piece. This one, I think it was made with a 10-inch square. And it also has a pocket on the inside. But I think, these could be used for, that's still a little bit small, so I went just one more size up. And this one, I haven't finished threading the ribbons through, but I can show it to you anyway. This one, I think, is just the right size that I want. And it has a pocket on the inside as well. But anyway, I think these things are darn cute. And I like that they've got some structure, and that they sit up, nicely. Well, in any case, I wanted to tell you about these because my plan is that I'm going to gift these to my girlfriends. They can each take one home. I'll show you the lineup here. See if I can get them all in the frame at the same time. Yeah, little drawstring pouches. I will put in the description box below. I just followed a quick tutorial that I found on YouTube, and so I'll put that in there. Scrap fabric, love it, right? Using it up. Well, you know what? I did do a new cast on, and I did that because I'm a knitter. you're probably familiar with a channel called The Bakery Bears. Kay Jones started that channel a long time ago, and I think her story goes that she knitted stuffed bears for her daughter, and that's how that name came to be. The name doesn't sound like the channel has much to do with knitting, but it does. She's a fabulous knitter, pattern designer. She also dyes her own yarn, but all of her content is not just knitting. There's so much on her channel that is very entertaining, and it's the quality of it is so good. Her husband, Dan, actually contracted cancer. And when he was getting treatment and in his recovery, I believe she taught him how to knit, and that was helpful to him. And then, long story short, eventually he started joining her on the channel and he started adding some of his content too, which is really good. He liked to hike and he likes history, and so he would hike around an old castle or cathedral or, some historic property, and he would give you all the backstory. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. But unfortunately, Dan did pass away not too long ago, and so I decided, in honor of Dan and Kay, I cast on a sock pattern of Kay's, and this is called the Drippity Drop sock. Drippity Drop. Drippity Drop. You're not going to be able to see it very well probably because this is, black yarn. Let's see if I can get it up there for you, but it's really a nice, entertaining pattern. And I knit on it a little bit each day, and I think about Dan and Kay, and they just have brought me so much joy and entertainment with their channel. I really am appreciative. Oh, speaking of drawstring bags, look at this one. Now, this is not mine. I did not make this, but I just couldn't resist in showing you the fabric, right? These are all tattoos, and they have the funniest sayings on them. I mean, it says, what do we have here? Born to knit, nitwit, tester. We've got knit fast, dye warm, and what do we have here? Let's see. So cute, right? Knit or dye. So cute. I mean, who comes up with these ideas? It's fabulous. Well, we're moving on now, and I'm going to show you a feature in my space. The story goes, listen, my husband has never, ever, ever, ever done anything like this before. So this was a complete and total surprise to me. Quite a few years ago, I had just started to dabble with sewing again, and I had a very old sewing machine. It was like a Sears Kenmore or something that I bought when I was 20 years old. But I learned how to sew on my mother's Singer Featherweight. And that was when I was, it was like a home ec thing or a Girl Scout thing when I learned how to sew as a child. And so I don't know, just chatting it up with my husband. He heard me talk about these machines and stuff. And so out of the blue, he went out and he purchased a sewing cabinet and sewing machine that, well, needed a lot of care, needed a lot of attention. He removed the sewing machine and took it into our local sewing machine service place and had it refurbished. And then the cabinet, he completely stripped and completely refinished, and then put the machine back in. And then one of the kids actually helped him with this project, and they gifted it to me on a Mother's Day. And I was blown away. I mean, we didn't have a lot of room. I didn't have my own space, to spread out in. So getting this cabinet and this sewing machine was really special for me. And I want to share it with you. It's very cool. Let me take you over there. A few things to point out about this cabinet. She's kind of got this like Art Deco vibe, I think, with the rounded, and this is rounded as well. It's all hardwood, really, really well made. And all of these drawers function beautifully, and they're nice and deep. And it's got little thread spool holders in this one. Check this out. This is for making buttonholes. Everything is metal. Every single thing is heavy metal. There isn't any plastic here. Also have the original receipt. This was originally purchased in 1948 in Pennsylvania. I don't know how it ended up with me in California, but I just cherish it. Let me show you how she converts. Okay, this is what we do. Tilt her up, and this opens, and she slides down. Now, you do bring the cord to the foot pedal up, and it stores in here as well. I'm going to leave it out for now. But that goes down, and then these two wings have a tongue and groove. So they will fit together and close flush. And then it has a little arm there. And isn't this nice and compact and cute? I know I say that a lot. I don't know what my problem is. It's kind of funny when you start filming yourself and you realize, oh my gosh, I use that term all the time. Yeah, pretty special. Well, I do use that machine all the time. I make all of my scrap project quilts on that machine, and it just sews like a dream. It has a lot of attachments. It's got a ruffle foot and a gathering foot, and it even has a walking foot, and everything is just so well made. It's very impressive. And the straight stitch is absolutely perfectly straight. Okay, so I've got a little hack for you. I don't know about you, but I was gifted a number of doilies, and I don't really have them out, although I have a few out in this room because I'm kind of an eclectic, shabby chic girl in this room. But there is something you can do with those doilies that's really handy. This time of year, things are popping up out of the ground, so I've got tulips in my yard, and I wanted to bring a few of them in the house. But you know, they're very floppy, right? The tulips like to flop. I know there's specialty vases and stuff you can buy or whatever, but you know what? I like to use what I have. And so I'm just going to show you with a small doily here. This is just an example, but if you look, you've got lots of little holes in these doilies, right? I take a doily and I will just slip it over the top of my container. And then what I'll do is I'll just put a little rubber band around it. And then in go my tulips, and it holds them up. And they stay up nice. It's actually, I think it's cute. I don't know. And it works. It really works a little cute. This is just a little cream pitcher. And brought those in for a little joy in my happy place. Thank you for sharing some time with me. I wish you joy in your favorite pastimes. Go create something and have fun with it. Bye for now. We'll see you next time.